Hey guys, my name is Tiffany and today I will be unboxing my new camera equipment. I'll be talking about the equipment that I'm currently using and why I decided to upgrade. I'll go over each item, set it all up, test it out, and compare footage between different devices because if you're like me and you're maybe thinking about jumping into vlogging but you don't know whether it makes the most sense to use your smartphone or to make that upgrade to a better camera, then hopefully this helps you. Or not! So before we get started, I want to talk about the equipment I'm currently using. I'm shooting with an iPhone 8 and recording sound separately with a microphone. And the camera that I've been using for a very long time is my trusty Canon Rebel T3, like Terminator 3. Dun 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 dun. So I've used this guy for a really long time. It was a good introductory camera. I didn't want anything too advanced and I got a lot of use out of it. It does have a dead pixel. Sad. I was not able to fix it after doing a manual cleaning, so it has to be retired. And I have my nifty 50mm lens, which... Would you? I have my nifty 50mm lens, which has been awesome for taking portraits, even with as simple of a camera as the Rebel T3. I have a ring light that I use and two separate LED lights as well. I'll include links to all of these items in the description below. So let's go! All right, let the unboxing begin. It's like Christmas. Ooh, yes. All right, the cat is already playing with the plastic. Hey. Oh, it's so small. It's a box. Ooh. Let's take this stuff out. And these. Got my scissors. That's how my mom says scissors. Where are the scissors? Voila. And save the best for last. Almost forgot. Here we go. It's gonna happen. This is literally the hardest box I've ever had to open. Today, Junior. Ooh. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so pristine. So pretty. All right, Manuel. It's from Wally. Ooh, that's fancy. All right, so let's get to the good stuff. So this is the Canon M50. So the Canon M50 is mirrorless, meaning there's a lot less that needs to be in the body of the camera. So look at the difference in size between a standard DSLR camera and a mirrorless camera like the Canon M50. Such a big difference. Plus it's a lot easier to travel with because of the size. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. And the kit lens that comes with this camera is a 15 to 45mm lens. Another awesome feature is the screen is actually a flip out screen and it swivels so that you can see yourself. As you're doing a vlog or whatever, you can see what you're doing. This camera can shoot in 720p, 1080p, and even 4K, but there's gonna be quite a crop on that, so you have to be a little bit selective over what you're shooting in 4K. It has dual pixel autofocus, which is really helpful. One awesome feature on this camera is that you can actually select something and focus on it, which is super cool. And it can also connect to Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, so you don't have to take out your SD card or use an external cord. So although this camera came out in 2018, it's still one of the most popular cameras when it comes to a lot of YouTubers, streamers, vloggers, because of its price. It's pretty affordable for how good of a camera it is. So I decided to go with this camera because it just checked all the boxes on my list, and primarily I just really needed a good camera for videography, but also it would be nice for it to take good quality pictures. I thought this would be a good upgrade since I had such a basic, simple, lower end Canon before. I just wanted to go a little bit higher up on the spectrum, and because I knew this camera wouldn't be too stressful of an upgrade for me, I decided to buy this camera used on eBay from a reputable seller because I just wanted to save a little bit of money. It's from 2018. I didn't think that I needed to pay full price for a brand new one. It's in awesome condition. addition. Plus I really liked that it was a bit of a different color and not just your standard normal looking camera. My order also came with a battery and a charger. I'm really happy with this purchase, and it's just an all-around awesome camera. So something to keep in mind with this camera is that there's not a huge variety of lenses available. So if you have an EF lens or an EFS lens, you're going to need an adapter to be able to use it on this camera, which is an EFM. Luckily, I got one of those. So this is the Calm Light. It converts EF and EFS lenses to EOSM cameras. So let's take a look. I need the C-source. Wow. So this is a little bit heavier than I was expecting, and it also has a mount, so you can actually screw this onto a tripod. All right. It smells good. Click. Let's grab the nifty 50. Ooh, so definitely adds some girth to the camera, but it's still pretty light. So just keep in mind that if you put it down, it's not gonna be stable, but you should be good. And overall, pretty happy with this. All right, so let's move on to the microphone. So I got the Rode Video Micro microphone. It's an external mic that hooks up to the top of your camera. Let's open it. And here is what it looks like. If you take this off, this is how small it is. All right, so let's get this mounted. So something I failed to mention with this camera is that it does have a mount for a microphone on top or a light, and it also has a microphone jack on the side. Alrighty. Awesome. So this thing is really light, it doesn't add any weight to the camera. This is the smallest Rode microphone that you can get for your camera, and I'm really happy with it because I didn't want something that was bigger than the camera. This is the shock mount. It's a directional mic, so it's only gonna pick up sound from right in front of it. And because the sound just goes directly into the camera, it doesn't require a battery. Sweet. So that looks great. I'm gonna test that out later. All right, let's move on. So this is the Joby GorillaPod 3K. So this is a tripod, but it's flexible. And I've heard a lot of good things about this. It's really versatile. The reason why you might want a flexible tripod is because you are maybe filming something on an unstable surface, like a rock, and you basically want to manipulate this to be able to shape itself around an unstable surface, or even like a tree trunk, a railing, so you can get that shot that you really want. I don't know why this is reminding me of the mechanical enemies from The Incredibles. Oh, I got all the Pixar references. And it also has a ball head mount, so you can put it at a weird angle if you need to. Super convenient. It just looks like some demon creature. And this tripod is awesome because it can actually hold about 6.5 pounds of camera equipment, which is super helpful if you do want to get a heavier, fancier lens for your lightweight camera, and it won't cause your tripod to tip over. And this mount can actually come in different sizes, but I went ahead and did the 3K because I wanted to make sure it could hold enough in case I do get heavier lenses in the future. If you're just going with the base M50 with not a whole lot of extra weight added to the camera, then a 1K might actually be fine for you. So let's try this out. Unfortunately, it doesn't have one of those knobs that can kind of screw it on for you. You just have to turn it. All right. This is how it looks. And this tripod is not even a pound. The camera with this lens, the battery, SD card is I think about 1.5 pounds, and the microphone doesn't weigh very much either, so this isn't even 2.5 pounds really that you're holding. So this particular combination is really popular with vloggers because it's so easy to hold for a long period of time. Hopefully, if I am ever doing extensive shots where I'm needing to hold out the camera in front of me like this in selfie mode, I'll be okay, because as you've probably guessed, I do not have the mightiest of arms. Isn't there a movie or cartoon where like someone holds out their arm to like flex and the muscle goes downward? Is it Aladdin? If you know, type it in the comments. Oh God, I'm becoming one of those people. What have I become? All right, so let's move on. So I got this JJC lens hood for my camera. I feel pretty embarrassed, but I've never actually used a lens hood before. I thought with a nice new camera, I should be a little more responsible and make sure that the lens doesn't get as damaged as it could potentially get. So I got one to match my lovely new camera. This is what it looks like, and it fits the kit lens, which is the 15 to 45 millimeter lens. Don't do that. They put the little red indications so you make sure you line it up correctly, and it screws on like so. Oh. So I could just be putting this on wrong, but it doesn't feel like it's a super secure fit. Ooh. But I think that is how it's supposed to fit, so I will just try to be extra careful with it. Maybe splurging for the Canon brand lens hood would be a little bit more reliable, but I think this is okay for now. So let's move on. And last but not least, camera bag. So this is the Altura Sling Bag Backpack, which I'm really excited about. I can carry it on my back. I didn't want a huge camera bag that wouldn't be very easy to transport for such a small camera. So let's look inside. This is awesome. Let's take this out. It has these compartments where you can put your camera, your lenses, your accessories, your microphone, and it also has a compartment up here. Oh, this is just the outside one. You could put an SD card or something in here. And if you open up the top, there's your other compartment. I mean, you could even put the camera in there if you want. Put snacks. There's even a zipper. There's even a pocket in here and a zipper right here. This is a really awesome and convenient bag for traveling. So I'm super happy with this purchase. So this is my new setup. I'm really happy with how minimal it all is and how lightweight it is. I think these are good, convenient options for me. All of this was fairly affordable. Everything had awesome reviews, and that's why I made these purchases. Not sure about that lens hood, but maybe I just didn't put it on right. That's what I'm hoping. But all in all, very happy with this. All right, so now I am actually shooting with my old Canon Rebel T3, so you can get an idea of how that looks compared to my iPhone and the newer camera. And now I'm filming with my new Canon M50. I'm now using the audio from the Rode Video Micro, which is mounted on top of the camera. And this is how my previous microphone sounds in comparison. So in conclusion, I'm pretty happy with my purchases. I need a lot more time to familiarize myself with this new camera, try different settings, see what I like and what I don't like. But all in all, pretty awesome first unboxing. If you're curious to know a little bit more about why I wanted to make these purchases, I'm an actor and I'm often having to create self-tapes at home for auditions. I just didn't want to be using my old camera anymore. I want better quality footage, I want better quality sound, and I thought it might be fun to delve into creating regular content that's not performance related, but other things that I enjoy, maybe talking about things that are travel related or adventure, maybe even a little bit of gaming, and hopefully still keeping this theme of self-growth and not being too hard on yourself and just enjoying the best that life has to offer. And I hope that you'll join me for future videos. Thank you so much, and if you enjoyed this at all, if you feel inclined to like and subscribe, that'd be great. And if not, that's fine too. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more. And now my neighbor is vacuuming. Serenity now. Cue the planes. Dang you, plane. I'll include and recording sound with this guy. It's a microphone. Camera that does have a mirror inside because it does. No. It will be in the description below. And want to watch future content in the future.